my brothers, my sisters, and my ballers. Welcome back to another match day of What's Football Without Fans with your favorite social football analyst, Tsepiso Pizzi, aka Tipzor. The wait is finally over. The World Cup is finally here. And as hot as it is in Qatar, the hype for the World Cup will also build up and become hot as well. But before I get deep into the details to the ballers passing by, I hope you like what you see, because I surely like what I do. And make sure to join the fellow ballers who continue to show me gang love and appreciation by liking, commenting, as well as to subscribe. So my ballers, we've been waiting for the 2022 FIFA World Cup and it's finally here. This World Cup is going to be an interesting one, seeing that teams, players that will be performing at this World Cup are like at the peak of their fitness. Usually at times when it's in June, some players are suffering from fatigue from the long season that they've had. Now there's no such excuse as that. The only excuse can be the hot weather, which is no excuse as well. You know, they said it was going to be cool in Qatar. They were lying to you. It's going to be hot. Even though it's in November, December, it's still going to be hot. I'm expecting to see brilliant team performances, no dull games, mainly because players are in full fitness at this World Cup. Askis to the ones that got injured. You know, it's painful when you hear you're injured and you'll be missing the World Cup. But when we're inside, we'll forget about you, including you, best player in the world, Karim Benzema. I feel for you. Askis Sadio Mane. Askis Rhys James. You know, Askis Gini Wijnaldum. Nonkenje. Christopher Nkunku. Oh, what a big miss for France in attack. So, here's all you need to know about this World Cup. Let this be your preview. Let's start with the defending champions, France. I hope they don't fall like Germany in the previous World Cup, Spain in the World Cup before that, and Italy back here in Mzansi, where there's been this trend of the defending champions exiting in the group stages. And they come into this World Cup in shaky form, with key players missing due to injury. Now even worse with Benzema being out and Deschamps confirming that he's not going to add a replacement. I was already topsy-turvy as to how strong they are because of their form and because of the arch nemesis that they have in the group, being Denmark, who showed them dust in the Nations League. I really wasn't confident as to France finishing first in their group, although it wouldn't surprise me. But now I've dropped even further, man. Even further. Like, Christopher Nkunku was already a big miss for that 3-4-1-2 that Deschamps would probably play, you know. Griezmann's form hasn't been the best, and the main guy I saw as the one behind Benzema and Mbappe would be Nkunku. But with him not being there, it's a miss. And now Big Ben's world's best player just takes it to another level. The best player is not at the World Cup. That's so painful. And I was already expecting him to lack some match sharpness since he hasn't played and he's had a niggling problem. But we all knew he'd be fit to play. But he's totally out. Came back to training, full training. Only lasted one, fully out. You know, it's going to be a new midfield at this World Cup for France. Got the likes of Guendouzi, Tchouameni, Rabiot, as well as Camavinga. I don't know who will be the starting two. Most likely Camavinga will play. But with this Benzema injury, he might change back to a 4-2-3-1 and bring back the old guardian Olivier Giroud starting. There's a lot of pressure on their shoulders for the likes of Tchouameni, the Camavingas, the Rabiots. Can they stand up and live up to the heights that Pogba of the past lived up to? Kante of the past, you know, the Blaise Matuidis, legs all day. Can they live up to those expectations? I'm not worried about the defense. Even though they concede, I'm not worried. They stacked with talent just as they were in attack throughout the whole squad. But they're going to need attack to get them over the line. And this is the World Cup where Mbappe really is the star man of the team. Like, this is the first tournament where he's always been a star man, but held that title alongside Griezmann or Benzema. Even at PSG, he holds it along someone. This is the first major tournament where he doesn't hold that label along anyone. It's him. He's the guy. He's the man. Kylian Mbappe, original golden boy. This is your time to shine and glow more than you shine and glowed before. But let's leave France, who opened their tournament against Australia and faced Denmark and then faced the Tunisians. Let's step into my favorites for the World Cup. Even though I'm not a supporter of Brazil as I support France, I'm backing the Seleção, Joga Bonito, to take it back to Rio de Janeiro. Neymar has been in scintillating form. Vini Jr. scintillating form all year long. If there's one team to be scared of, it's Brazil, and they have the balance of a star man being merged well into the team. As we've seen with the recent World Cups, it's the team performances that have brought glory to the World Cup nations that have won the previous World Cups. Italy, Spain, Germany, and France. You know, yes, there's been individual moments throughout the World Cups that has taken teams to the next round, similar to Mbappe against Argentina, previous World Cup. It was all him in that last 16 match. Those individual moments will certainly come in for Brazil as well with the talent that they have. But one thing's for sure, they've got a great team. They have a tricky opener against Serbia, who also plays attacking football that's beautiful. But I expect them to pass them aside. Same with Switzerland. Unfortunately, it's the same with Cameroon. I don't like putting doubts on my African giants, but it be like that. You know, when you have a man like Alisson Becker between the sticks, the spine of Brazil is just undeniable. Imagine Alisson, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, through to Casemiro, free roll Neymar. There's still Jesus to call upon. Rafinha, when he wants to deliver, can't deliver. There's Richarlison up top. Rodrigo, Martinelli will add energy. There's a lot of talent to call upon. That team is just stacked. It's just stacked. Even if they finish the group with 2 wins and a draw, it's fine. It will still leave them top, as there will be an intense match in that group between Switzerland and Serbia. And if there's a winner there, most likely decides that the loser will not go through to the next round with the winner of Switzerland versus Serbia. But let's go to my other friends from South America. Argentina, Lionel Messi. Can he finally end the debate and be the undisputed GOAT? As that debate will end with 2 words: World Cup. We don't need to put volume on Ronaldo right now, as he has all of it, good or bad. Let's speak on Argentina, coming to the game on a run of 36 games unbeaten. And as you can see, if they don't lose, they'll be world champions. Di Maria has managed to make it. He's fit for the World Cup. So is Paulo Dybala. Lautaro Martinez will be up top. Men are coming in on form. Lisandro Martinez has been brilliant at the back for Man United. He could have a starting berth alongside Christian Romero. There's still men like Acuna on one side, Montiel from Sevilla. Even though Sevilla has been pop, he's been one of their bright sparks this season, and he's made it into the World Cup. Martinez, I don't know if Emiliano Martinez has lost a game for Argentina. He just does it, you know. In the midfield, Rodrigo de Paul and Guido Rodrigo, very stubborn, but can also be so flamboyant in attack. I can't wait to watch Argentina dust me. One of that group of theirs, dust. Starting with Saudi Arabia, push them to the side. Poland, push them to the side as well. Mexico, with Ochoa pulling off the saves, they can sneak that one goal and go through. And that's a tough team to break down. If there's one team who we should all fear, which we all do, I know my ballers, we all do, it's Argentina. Defense, tight as ever. Tight as ever. Attack, when you have Lionel Messi, anything can happen. Anything can happen, and things will surely happen in Qatar with Lionel Messi. And with that being said, let's go back to Europe and highlight a few dark horses for this World Cup who are coming in an impressive form but haven't really been notable in previous major tournaments. I'm speaking about Denmark and Netherlands. Netherlands have a fairly easy group, and depending on who they play from Group B, if they make it through to the last 16, they should more likely be stronger than their opponents from Group B, whether it be England, Wales, USA, or even Iran. I expect to see Netherlands in the final 8. They're coming in hot on form, owned the Nations League, owned Belgium, owned Wales in the Nations League. As much as they'll be missing Gini Wijnaldum, it's not too much to worry about. They're stacked with the talent. Van Dijk, playing in his first major tournament, could be partnering De Ligt or Nathan Ake. And then you have men like Depay up top, and in the middle, in the midfield, this man will truly show at this tournament how great he is. I'm speaking about Frenkie de Jong. Xavi better be watching, because with the second half of the season at Barcelona, this will be the key man to be starting and leaving Buzi Matalo Malone on the bench, who I regard as the greatest CDM of all time. But Netherlands is definitely a team to watch that does not have airtime around them, and so is Denmark, who had a great Euros in 2020, and they've continued to become stronger and stronger over time. Great World Cup qualifying run, were unlucky not to finish first in their Nations League group, with Croatia topping them. And I see them also posing a threat in this World Cup. It just depends on if they make it through to the last 16, can they get over the hurdle of the last 16 and go to the next round? We'll just have to wait and see on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, let's speak about other strong hopefuls from Europe. England with the golden generation. Now here's my opinion on England. Obviously we love to hate them, myself included, but if there's one thing that they've shown me under Gareth Southgate with tournament football, they are strong, and their strength comes from building confidence off of results. And if they're able to do that, they can be a scary force to be reckoned with. One where we have to start fearing football is coming home, which I hope does not happen, as I was so happy when it went to Rome. Let football not come home. But if anything can be destructive for England at this World Cup, it's Southgate relying on his tried and tested defense. Stones has had some game time recently, even though he's been injured for a long time. Let's see how he does alongside Maguire. With no Tomori and a Connor Cody being selected, it's highly likely Maguire will be starting next to John Stones. It's already been confirmed Kyle Walker is missing the first game, so potentially Eric Dyer steps in. Let's see Kyle Walker against USA if he potentially makes it. If not, we'll see him against Wales. They are stacked with hot talent going forward. Bukayo Saka, I hope he has a starting berth. Phil Foden, the man that reminds me a lot of Joe Cole. And Harry Kane, the captain. When it starts going, the hurricane doesn't stop. Let's see who he starts in midfield since Calvin Phillips was called up. Will he go for Calvin Phillips and Deckers, another tried and tested partnership? Or can he give minutes to the golden boy in Jude Bellingham? I don't know what to expect from England, but one thing's for sure, when the results start coming, they're just going to build off of confidence and soar to the latter stages of the World Cup. But enough about them. Let's speak on the final chance of Belgium's golden generation. They've also got a tough group on their end, with Croatia in there to challenge them for the top spot. Can Roberto Martinez finally deliver with the De Bruynes, the Hazards, the Lukakus, the Tielemans? Vertonghen's still there at the back. Can Qatar save them as he's been saving Real Madrid a lot? I'm not as confident for them, but one thing I know is on their day they can purely produce it, and it's a World Cup where there's no injury fears coming in, you know. They can be one to watch. Enough about them. Group G, Germany and Spain will be facing Costa Rica and Japan in their group. But we all know this group is just between Germany and Spain. It's two teams who are very worrying, as they have so much talent moving forward, but they don't score enough. And I just hope the tie isn't decided by tactics, pulling off a dull 0-0 affair. There has to be a winner. If not, give us a thrilling goal. Give us a thrilling match that's stacked with goals that ends with a draw. Otherwise, let there be a winner. And we don't want to see a 1-0 between Germany and Spain. Obviously, Luis Enrique's squad selection is a very interesting one, as he's left out veterans of the team in Sergio Ramos and Thiago. He's gone with the players who have pulled off the results for him in the qualifying stages, as well as in the UEFA Nations League, and who are brilliant for him in the run to the semi-finals at the Euros. Even though they struggle to get results, they're able to get over the line. The one thing that Spain lacks is that match winner. That match winner could be key at this World Cup. Because if Morata is not firing, and we don't even know if they'll start with the number 9, who do you bring off the bench to decide the match? That's the one thing Spain lacks, and which has probably killed them in the previous Nations League campaign as well as in Euro 2020. They have it all, but they lack that match winner. And yeah, my ballers, the team that will win this World Cup will be the team that acclimatizes best to the conditions. Let's see if those air conditioning stadiums help them. Team performances will bring the victorious nation through. Individual moments will always be there, but they will not be highlighted as heavy as the team bringing through glory for the nation that wins this World Cup. It's time to get excited, my ballers. The World Cup is here. It's finally here in Qatar. Kicks off today between Qatar and Ecuador. But we don't care about that match. We truly care about tomorrow's encounters. It truly kicks off with tomorrow's encounters. England versus Iran, as well as Wales playing against USA, and Senegal versus Netherlands, stacked in between there. That's my biggest hopeful from Africa, Senegal. Even without Sadio Mane, they have the greatest chance of moving far in this World Cup. Let's hope it happens. We definitely want to see an African team in the last 16 and move further in the competition. Good luck to Ghana, good luck to Morocco, good luck to Cameroon, good luck to Tunisia as well. And with that, my boys, that's where I end off this match day. I hope you enjoy this content. More World Cup content will be coming your way from What's Football with our fans. But until next time, my ballers, live long.